Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to what I thought could be another vlog. I have been MIA for the last week and a half. It has been a journey, let me just say. And currently I'm sick with like a cold flu thing as well. I'm at the end of it now, but even my ear today is like, this ear is blocked. I don't know why I have an issue with like blocked ears, but anyway, I feel like I'm probably shouting at the camera and I feel a bit nasally. But I had my laparoscopy last week. Was it last week? Anyway, about 10 days ago I'd say. And I've just been a complete write-off. I just didn't feel like picking up the camera. This is the first day that I'm actually, well no, not the first day, one of the first days that I'm actually getting up and getting dressed and going out in the house. Well, it's the first time going out on my own. So yeah, I've basically a busy day today because I have to go to a wedding on Saturday and I've literally nothing to wear and a dress. I need to find a dress basically. I need to go shopping and find a dress. So I thought, why not go on this journey together and see what we can find. My issue I'm having is I am severely bloated. So, well, I don't know if it's like bloating or swelling, but yeah, I need a dress that kind of like skims over and covers any little lumps and bumps just so I feel comfortable on the day. I'm actually in jeans for the first time since my surgery. They're feeling a little bit tight, but I'm just running out of loose clothes to wear. So I'm sure I'll be fine. If I get uncomfortable, I'll just buy a pair of like wide leg trousers while I'm out, just from Pennies, just a cheap pair. But yeah, I thought I'd just pick up the camera because obviously, like I said, I haven't vlogged in the longest time and I feel like I actually miss it and I just want to do a big catch up. So I won't get into that now because I do want to leave and just get out and try and find a dress because I feel like I'm starting to get a bit worried. Like I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days to find something, and usually I don't find anything easily, so I'm just kind of stressed about that, but I'm going with a positive attitude. So yeah, when I'm back I'll give you an update on how my week's been and how the surgery went and things like that, and then yeah, I just will bring you along shopping. And yeah, I'm gonna go now because I have to get the dogs back in. They're just out doing their little wee-wees before they come in. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little while and see how we get on in the shops. I'm back! Found a dress. Can we guess which one I picked up? I'll give you a sneak peek, even though it's not that exciting. It looks different on camera, the colour actually. Like on the other pictures I'll show like what it was like when I tried it on. It looks a little bit more purple. In this light I feel like it looks pink. But this is the dress here. So it's a one shoulder midi frilly kind of thing. But yeah, really happy with it. I'm glad that I picked that up. That was actually reduced to €56. It was €80, so I don't think it's too bad for like a wedding guest dress. I need to get some like gold heels now, gold jewellery and a nice gold clutch bag. Had a look everywhere but couldn't really find anything, but I'm not too worried. Like I do have a pair of gold heels if needs be. Don't really love them, but they'll be fine. So yeah, I'm glad I picked that up. I'm glad I'm sorted now. I was starting to panic a little bit. Verity actually had some lovely dresses in mango. Like I tried on about 5 different ones. I love the jumpsuit in that colour as well, but it just wasn't big enough. I feel like they needed a bigger size. There was also a suit that I didn't show you, which was basically like a halter neck top. And it kind of had a peplum kind of shape to it with buttons up the middle, and then the wide leg trousers, and that was in a red. Oh my god, it was gorgeous. The trousers fit so nice, but unfortunately they didn't have a top in my size and it just wouldn't close. So yeah, but anyway, I'm delighted now I'm back and picked up that dress. I'm really happy with it. I just feel like I need to try it on properly now. Like, you know, when you do your hair and things like that, I feel like it kind of just makes you feel like you can see the outfit more together. But for now, I'm just going to actually sit down and have a coffee and try and get some more energy, because since surgery I feel like I've just been absolutely tired all the time, and I don't know whether it is because of that or if I'm just like tired from being off work and not doing anything. So I thought if I have a quick coffee I can just kind of recharge my batteries, and then this afternoon I have to, don't know what I have to do really. I don't really have to do a lot, to be fair. There's just a lot of stuff around the house that I feel like I want to get started on, like in terms of like I'm finished. This is my last week off before I'm back in work next week. I want to get some stuff, like I want to be productive basically and get stuff around the house done. So that is my plan for this afternoon, just to do little bits here and there. So yeah, I did have a look on ASOS as well, and they don't really seem to have, because I had like the next day delivery and things, they don't really seem to have like anything that I was looking for. I really don't want to spend like a fortune on shoes and a bag that I probably won't wear ever again, but at the same time I feel like gold is the only colour that goes with that dress. So yeah, we shall see I'll probably end up in the shops again tomorrow, like who knows. But yeah, I'm gonna go make my coffee. Okay, so please ignore my big spot that I've just decided to poke at on my face. Like literally, why did I do that 2 minutes before coming on the camera? I will not know. But I just thought I'd sit down and have a little catch up on obviously like the surgery and stuff like that, and just kind of how I found it. There is actually a lot of videos over on TikTok that I found really helpful to watch beforehand, to give you kind of like lists of, I don't know, recommendations of what to bring, what to expect. Like I feel like if I didn't see those, I would have been like blindsided by it all and not really have known what to expect. So that did really help, to be fair. So obviously like you fast the night before, so I fasted, and then the next morning we went in and they told us that there wasn't a bed ready, and at this point I was getting anxious because I just wanted to like sit down and just relax, not have to wait in a horrible waiting room and just be worrying, and I just wanted to kind of get a bit more comfy in the hospital, if that makes sense, which I understand obviously we have like only a limited amount of beds and things like that, so it was fine, whatever. And then I think it was about 10:30, 11:15, they said we have a bed for you now. So they told us where to go, so we went upstairs to the room and stuff. So it's in a room with like 4 other beds. There was actually another bed free at that time, so there was only myself, another woman across, and then one beside. And they just came and did I think it was my blood pressure. I had to fill in like a form and just asked you like a few questions and things like that. And then she kind of said it was going to be a bit of a wait, and that not to expect to go down for a few hours. And at this point I was like, oh my god, like I'm starving. Obviously I haven't eaten since the night before, and my nerves were kind of getting the better of me at this point. I was trying to like block it out and just not think about it, but it's really hard when you know like what's coming ahead. You just want to kind of get it over and done with, but at the same time you're like want to put it off as long as possible as well. So yeah, anyway, then the doctor came around and she was kind of just making sure that I knew like what the procedure was and like my understandings of what I'm consenting for, basically. So it was for the investigation, is that what you would call it? Like they're investigating basically, do I have endometriosis, and they were checking like my reproductive system, basically. That's what I want to say. I won't go into too much detail as to like the outcome, because I actually don't really know the full extent of the outcome, but I'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, my surgeon, my gynecologist, surgeon, gynae, whatever, he came around actually sooner than I'd anticipated at this point, because I was like expecting it to be like a few hours later, and I think it was like only an hour later. So I was like, okay, something happened. I obviously skipped the queue. And he's like, right, you ready to go? I was like, eh. So I put on like my gown. I already had the gown on, but I put on like the hat and stuff like that, and then got myself a bit freshened just to go down to surgery. So I went down, met the anaesthetist, is that how you say it? Anaesthetist, I don't know how you say that word. And he just like tried to calm my nerves and, you know, tell me that it's going to be absolutely fine, which did really help, actually, having that kind of chat beforehand. I thought you just bring me into the room and off you go, you know. But no, it was actually nice to kind of see who would be with you while you're in there. And then when I was ready, he brought us through into the, what do you call it, like the surgery room? I don't know what you would call it. Into the room anyway. And then I got on the bed and then literally did the little drip thing, oxygen mask or whatever it was, and I was out like a light. And then next one I remember I was waking up and I was like delighted with myself, oh god. And then I just got wheeled back to the room, and then I think about a couple of hours later, after my tea and toast, the infamous tea and toast, I was able to go home. And recovery has actually been okay. Like, oh, I missed a bit actually. So yeah, that afternoon a different doctor came around, not my surgeon. This kind of irritated me a little bit, because it was like, you're just reading notes off a screen that somebody else has made, like the way you could interpret them may be different to what they actually would relay if they like knew my full circumstances. Now I don't know whether that's just me being a Karen or whatever, but I don't know, there was just something a bit unsettling about the doctor, that when I was asking questions I felt like she didn't really know like our specific case and circumstances. That she kind of said something that didn't annoy me, but it did at the same time, because it was like, I went into I had a laparoscopy for a particular reason, and when I woke up then, one of the reasons she said we need to investigate that further because blah blah blah. I'm like, well, this is the point of doing that in the first place, otherwise I'm not gonna. Basically, long story short, from my research, if what she said is true, then it would mean I would need another laparoscopy, which defeats the purpose. Like, I've just done that, like, why would I do that again? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that just kind of irritated me a little bit. But anyway, trying to not look into it too much because I have my 2-week consultation next week, so I'll be able to speak to the guy that actually did my surgery then. I get it that he probably wasn't able to come around that day because things get busy in hospitals and people are needed when not expected. So yeah, I don't really, like, I just felt like it was just a bit frustrating. But yeah, I know she's just doing her job. I wasn't like rude or anything. It just kind of felt like the aftercare wasn't really there. In all fairness, they didn't even tell me like what to do when I went home and stuff, and like how to clean my wounds, when to take them off, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But that is just another thing in itself. Recovery's actually been grand. Like, I didn't think it would be as easy as it has been in terms of like pain. Like, I barely took any pain relief, thankfully, because I thought it was going to be in a lot of pain because I get really bad painful periods. So I was thinking, am I just being dramatic about that, or are they actually really painful? And now I feel like I literally had 0 pain from the laparoscopy that would even compare to my period pains. So that was a positive. I just found like the trapped gas in my shoulder, that could be quite sore, but the peppermint tea did help. That was one of the tips that someone actually gave on TikTok. So try peppermint tea if you are going for one. It did really help. And I say at this point, like, my husband was getting sick of me kind of asking, can I have another peppermint tea? Like, it was literally on the go non-stop for about a week, and I even now feel like I would like a cup of peppermint tea. I don't know why I've started to enjoy it, but yeah, it helps like the bloating as well. So I'm currently past 10 days plus, I think, I can't remember, anyway, nearly 2 weeks past the op, and I do feel a lot better. I do get like little waves of tiredness, and I don't know whether that's just for the fact that I'm off work and I'm not like being as active as I normally am. I get a bit of pain every so often in my, like, where my incisions are, like kind of around that area. I don't know whether that's just my skin healing and my body healing, but it's not like, it's nothing more than like uncomfortableness. Like, it really isn't painful. So I would say, like, don't be worried, and I'm sure if it was to be painful, like the pain medication, like that would be absolutely fine. Like, that would, the pain would be gone. So I maybe just am one of the lucky ones, or maybe I have a high pain threshold, or maybe I've just been like, maybe I've just got a different perception of pain due to how like painful my time of the month can be and stuff like that. So yeah, that could be maybe something to consider. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of like it was kind of a relief, to be fair, that it wasn't as bad. Like, I did feel a bit hunched over. Like, that was a struggle that I found, was being like hunched over. I couldn't get comfortable at night time. Like, I still kind of sleep a little bit upright, just because I feel like if I lie on my side, it can almost feel like it's kind of, I don't know, pulling maybe a little bit, but we shall see. Maybe I'll give it a go tonight. I feel like I am getting there now. I've been doing a lot more today, so yeah, I feel like it'll be I'll be lying on my side in no time, which I can't wait for, because I'm such a side sleeper, or like I sleep on my front as well. Like, I can't sleep on my back. It's like the most uncomfortable thing to me. I think I kind of covered everything. Like, there's really not even much more to go into. Like, I've still got my bandages and stuff, I've still got my dressings and stuff, because I'm just a little bit afraid to take them off. Like, I took them, well, I made Michael take them off me and change them over and things, like after I'd had like a shower and stuff. They're actually like water resistant ones, and yeah, the stitches, let's just say, aren't the best looking, so I'm just kind of a bit scared to even look at them, and I'm just afraid to take the dressings off in case they like rub against my clothes and things. But I do feel like I'm at that point now that I need to take them off. But yeah, let this be your sign. Don't be afraid of going for it. Nothing is ever as bad as it seems, and if you think that you have any sort of symptoms and stuff, it's better to get checked out and get a professional's opinion. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions in regards to the surgery, and I can definitely like message you and let you know. But I wouldn't be the best for advice, to be fair, because I'm a bit of a panicker, and I just got in the zone once I got into that room. I just had to just tell myself just to relax. The scary thing actually for me was more thinking that I wasn't going to wake up after the general anesthetic, which is like pretty pathetic, but I think a lot of people actually have that fear. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I hope that kind of fills in why I've been away for a week. I just couldn't really bring myself around to getting the camera out during that time. Like, I literally didn't even get dressed for a few days, so I'm only really back to it now. So it is in fact the next day now, and I'm just, I don't know, I just feeling like an awful, not an awful mood, I just don't feel like 100% myself, and now I'm starting to question like whether maybe I've just overdone it. I don't know. I think maybe knowing that I'm back to work next week and that the days are running out for me being at home and not being productive is probably getting to me a little bit maybe. I don't know. I forced myself to get out of the house, went and got a coffee to see if that would make me feel a bit more, I don't know, productive, but I just feel really tired today, so I feel like I just need to take that as a sign to just relax for the rest of the evening. But anyway, I went into the chemist warehouse and I went into Lidl to get a few bits, so I just thought I'd show you what I picked up in there. I got the L'Oreal Elvive Glycolic Gloss. I've heard good things about this. Now, somebody explained to me why I thought the chemist warehouse was going to be cheaper than like the likes of Boots and Superdrug. It seemed really expensive. I think it's just kind of like tricks your mind to think that it's going to be cheap because of the volume of stock that they have in there. It looks like a warehouse, so I was expecting like cheaper prices, but no, it actually wasn't. But I don't know, just for the size of it, like it just looks quite small. I did pick up the conditioner as well. I was only going to get the shampoo, but I thought to get the best results I probably need the conditioner as well. So we shall see. It says for dull and porous hair, which I definitely think that that is my hair. Like, it does need to be dyed, but also needs a trim like really badly. But yeah, I want to give that a try and see how I find it, because like I washed my hair this morning, but ew, it just feels horrible. I don't know what it is. I just feel like there's no like, just no matter what I do, it doesn't like stay smooth. And like, I know I mentioned I used this Colour Wow Dream Coat before, but I just feel like it's not actually doing any good for my hair anymore. Like, it's like my hair is just resisting any sort of goodness from it. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how I get on with those. I'll let you know in my next vlog like how I found them and things, but I'm really hoping that it's going to help my hair look sleeker, smoother, feel shinier and healthier, because I just need that frizz and that horrible feeling to go. It's like, feels like my hair feels like hay or like straw. I then needed a new foundation, so I just decided to pick up the Maybelline Skin Tint. Now, I've used this before and really liked it. The only thing is they didn't have the colour that I've used before, so I thought, with it being summer, I'm due to go on holiday still, so I just went for like a little bit of a darker shade. Plus, I'm going to a wedding on the weekend, so I will be wearing tan, so I thought it would work, and I can always mix it with like one of my lighter foundations that I do have. But yeah, I do really actually like this foundation. I just feel like it looks really small now. Does that usually come in a bigger bottle? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it looks quite, like small. But anyway, got that. I feel like the packaging has changed as well slightly, but anyway, we shall see how I get on. And then I never actually tried this mascara before, but I was going to pick up, usually I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational, or the L'Oreal Panorama is the one that I've been using. Is it Panorama? Panoramic? I don't know. Panorama. Hold on, I'll check. Panorama mascara, that's the one that I have been using, but it's literally so dried up, so I'm trying to let them in now. But it was a really good mascara. I just wanted to try this one because I'd heard good things. So it's the Maybelline Sky High, and I got it in the black. Did I get it in the black? I hope I did. Could just open it and see maybe. Why do they always do it in really small writing? Very black. Okay, that's good. And that's the brush there for that mascara there. So it's a plastic brush. Sometimes I prefer a bristle one. Like the Falsies one from Maybelline is a bristle brush, and I do find, oh my god, let's wait till the ice cream man's gone. Okay, oh no. Anyway, yeah, so I will try that out as well and see how I get on with that. I feel like it's going to be nice anyway, if it's anything to go off with the Lash Sensational. I feel like it's kind of giving me similar vibes, just more of like a straight brush. So we shall see. And then in Lidl, down the middle aisles, I seen that they had detangling brushes, and this was only €1.99, so €2 for a brush. I thought you can't go wrong with. Like, hopefully it's good. It's a wet to dry brush, so detangling brush for wet and dry. So I'm gonna give it a go and see how I find it. For €2, like, I can't really complain. And it was also on 3 for 2. So you could have got 3 brushes for €4, but I thought that was a bit excessive. I don't really need 3 brushes. But oh my god, like it literally looks and feels like the wet brush that I used to have, and also like the tangle teasers. And it really doesn't actually pull at my hair. Oh my god, that's actually so good. Usually my hair is actually really knotty normally, and like I'd have to really pull the brush through my hair, but this is just gliding really nicely. So I'm happy with that now. I can tell straight away that that's actually going to be a nice brush. So we shall see how I get on. Thinking now, should I pick up another one of those? Why is there like a plastic? Anyway, €2. Bargain. So my plans for like the rest of the evening is I'm gonna go downstairs now and make dinner, and then this evening I want to give like a little pamper to myself. I feel like my skin just doesn't feel nice. It just feels dry. Like I said, my hair, it just feels awful. I don't know whether this is like maybe just me putting the 2 and 2 together, but just from even surgery and your body like repairing itself, like is that a thing that your kind of other areas in your body get like, I don't know, neglected almost? Maybe that my skin breaks out because that's dried out. Who knows, like I'm drinking plenty of fluids and stuff, so it shouldn't be that. But I'm gonna definitely do like a nice cleanse and exfoliation on my skin tonight. So I'm gonna use one of my new products that I got, my scrub, and then I'm gonna, well, today I can't bother, but tomorrow I'm gonna like wax my eyebrows and my lip just so I'm feeling fresh. But I just feel like my skin needs an extra like boost, so I'm gonna put a mask on as well. So that's like my plan for the evening. I'm not gonna film it just because I want to like chill out and just not really think about having to film. I just feel like I'm not in the right mindset today to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here because I want to edit it and upload it, because I'm conscious that I haven't uploaded in over a week, probably 2 weeks now, and that's annoying me because I like to be consistent when I can, and because I'm off I've not really got any excuses. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Sorry that it's kind of maybe all over the shop and not really like have any sort of flow to it. Hopefully my explanation as to like where I've been kind of explains that for you. Like it's just every day is a different day at the moment, so it's kind of seeing how I feel in the moment. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and I shall hopefully see you in the next video.